This is a side event on the human rights of children of parents sentenced to the death penalty or executed. It's a follow-up to the discussion that took place in the UN Human Rights Council yesterday morning.
I think it was important to bring this panel discussion about the rights of children of parents sentenced to death to fruition for several reasons. Firstly, it's an issue which is under-recognised and neglected, but is nonetheless very important. It has a major, profound impact on the lives of these children. It's something which enables the Human Rights Council and the world's community to start to understand an issue which is very important, has major lifelong ramifications for children's lives, but is something which is often ignored, not thought about, conveniently forgotten.
People do not realize that these men on death row who have committed oftentimes very horrendous crimes have children or loved ones who care for them. So they don't reach out to the families, they don't appreciate the grief that they're going through, the loss of their father, to death row and eventual execution.
First of all, I would like to say that let there be no misunderstanding that despite what the parent did, in 99% of all the cases, the children still love their parents very much. And that brings a lot of confusion for the child. Because on one hand they love their parent, and on the other hand they see that the law, that the state, but even society, that they all agree that their beloved person, which in their eyes is good, is the symbol of all good in the world still, has to be dead. So that brings them a whole ethical confusion about the whole framework about what is good and bad is basically destroyed.
In our country, when a man is put in prison, the wife will go and remarry. And then when the wife remarries, the children stay by themselves. And so that means that any man can come and take advantage of that girl. Girls as young as 3 years are being defiled.
It is a horrific experience for these children. They are very isolated having their parents on death row because along with their loved one, along with their father, or maybe an uncle, or maybe a grandfather, these children are feeling very socially isolated, very stigmatized, very criminalized along with their loved one. Therefore, they are internalize a great deal of shame. And they go through this traumatic experiences that is unlike anything anyone else can understand. So there's physical constraints that make it difficult. Emotionally, I would add that the parent and the child are so concerned about protecting each other from any additional harm they're already going through that they are very careful in what they talk about. The father may have horrible conditions. They don't want to share that with their child. They don't want to horrify them, so they have to mask what their experience is. Similarly, the child may be having problems at home or at school and struggling in some way.
Because there's no specific visiting area. I've been to the UK and I've seen that they have got designated places. They have got these places that have been made in a child-friendly way where children are able to interact with their parents. You know,
they need therapeutic intervention, so that a therapeutic support group, be it a mental health therapist, be it an abolitionist community, or a very strong family support network, can help them through this grief process of what they're going through and help them maintain a relationship with their father, which is oftentimes very difficult. Simply validating their experience is key from the beginning. Just help them feel that somebody recognizes their pain, and then beyond that, helping offer them the tools that they can use to help work through the pain will be tremendous support for these children.
We need to fight for the security of these children, because we often see in many countries that these children whose parents will be executed or are executed have to cope with tremendous biases and stigmas. Children of criminals are considered as criminals themselves, and they should not be taken care of. That is the common belief. We should fight that states guarantee the safety and the basic needs of these children after an execution or while these parents are on the death row.
A voice is calling out. It's the voice of a child. This is a child whose parent has been sentenced to death. The mother has run away, has gone to remarry, and the child is left alone. The child needs food, needs clothes, needs medicine, child needs housing, the child needs love. Can someone hear the voice of this child? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense to kill the father of this child, because the father is going to die and that's it. But the child will continue to pay the price. The child will continue to suffer the agony. So at the end of the day, it is the child who has been killed. Can someone hear? Can someone respond? Can someone have a heart